Welcome to Reading the Bible with Pastor. Today we're reading Genesis chapter 28. And here we read about how Jacob is sent away to Laban's family in Paddan Aram, and we also read about a dream that Jacob has. Then Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and directed him, "You must not take a wife from the Canaanite women. Arise, go to Paddan Aram, to the house of Bethuel, your mother's father, and take as your wife from there one of the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. God Almighty bless you, and make you fruitful and multiply you, that you may become a company of peoples. May he give you the blessing of Abraham to you, and to your offspring with you, that you may take possession of the land of your sojournings that God gave to Abraham." Thus Isaac sent Jacob away, and he went to Paddan Aram to Laban, the son of Bethuel the Aramean, the brother of Rebekah, Jacob's and Esau's mother. Here are a few things. Right before this chapter begins, Rebekah asks Isaac that Jacob not marry a Hittite woman, as Esau had, and wants a God-fearing woman to marry Jacob from her family, from her brother Laban. Also here, Jacob is given the blessing of Abraham from Isaac, that he would become a father of many nations, and also that this land that he walks on would become a possession for him and his family. This is the same promise that is given to Abraham in Genesis chapter 12. We'll continue with verse 6. Now Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob, and sent him away to Paddan Aram to take a wife from there, and that he had blessed him. That as he blessed him, he directed him, "You must not take a wife from the Canaanite women," and that Jacob had obeyed his father and his mother, and had gone to Paddan Aram. So when Esau saw that the Canaanite women did not please Isaac his father, Esau went to Ishmael, and took his wife, besides the wife he had, Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nebaioth. Here we see that Esau, seeing that the blessing has been given away from him, tries to please his parents by, instead of marrying Hittite women, as he had, marries a woman from the family, namely from Ishmael, the first son of Abraham. We'll continue reading with verse 10. Jacob left Beersheba and went toward Haran, and he came to a certain place, and stayed there that night, because the sun had set. Taking one of the stones of the place, he put it under his head, and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, there was a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it, and said, "I am the Lord, the God of Abraham, which your father, and the father of Isaac. The land of which you lie I will give to you and your offspring. Your offspring shall be like the dust of the earth, and you shall spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And in you and your offspring shall all the families of the earth be blessed. Behold, I am with you, and will keep you wherever you go, and will bring you back to this land. For I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you." Then Jacob awoke from his sleep and said, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." And he was afraid and said, "How awesome is this place! This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven." So we see here that God responds by reiterating the promise given to Abraham in chapter 12, that he would be the father of many nations. Here they would be like dust on the earth, and that this land would become a possession for him and his family. The reference about the Jacob's ladder, as we know it by, we can also find that Jesus talks about it in John chapter 1, starting at verse 51. And Jesus said to him, "Truly, truly, I say to you, you will see heaven opened, and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." Here Jesus says that this ladder that Jacob sees is him, for only through Jesus is there entrance into heaven. You can hear more about that in our video that I'll link to at the end of this video. So early in the morning, Jacob took the stone that he had put under his head and set it up for a pillar, and poured oil on the top of it. He called the name of that place Bethel, which means house of God. But the name of the city was Luz at the first. Then Jacob made a vow, saying, If God will be with me, and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat and clothing to wear, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then the Lord shall be my God. And this stone which I have set up for a pillar shall be God's house. And of all that you give me, I will give a full tenth to you. A tenth of all that he has is where we get the tithe offering. What we read here is that Jacob receives the assured blessing of God as he heard from his father Isaac and as he heard from God himself. We'll pick up next time with Genesis chapter 29, and please subscribe so that you can hear more.